Been hot, yelling at the offensive line.
When you see Brady get fired up, yelling at his offensive lineman, do you like that? Do you understand that?
Just be yourself. I don't have any problem with it. At least I don't have to go back there and cuss them out.
Despite being known as the quarterback whisperer, Bruce Arians is far from quiet.
He's one of those guys, he can chew your ass. I can't say that.
You can say that.
He can chew your ass out.
He don't take from anybody.
He's a guy there's no bull to him.
That's bull.
His penchant for profanity could be heard during his short stint calling games.
Broadcasting was fun. It was very hard for me to stay inside the lines and use the right verbiage.
Great play action pass. Saw the tight end backside wide ass open and got it to him.
This coach is known for choosing words with color and employing people of color. In 2020, long-standing issues with diversity were given a national spotlight. Doors were broken down. In Bruce Arians' office, those doors were always open.
As a minority coach, all you want is opportunity. It's been remarkable.
Let everything come out. All your emotion. Let it go.
It's not about color, gender, race, ethnicity. It's not any of that. And you just feel that. He exudes that. It's just very natural.
Good job. Good job.
In Arizona, Arians hired the first female intern in NFL history. In Tampa, he hired the first 2 female assistants.
BA is who he is. He's always been this way. This is not an initiative that he's following. It's not him checking boxes. These are people that he knows.
Let's go, Lo. Let's get to finish this thing.
It's so refreshing to have a coach who can look past what you look like on the outside and just understand your potential.
The fact that their gender is different, who gives a
I get the same razzing as everybody else.
Now, if they can't do it, you get fired like everybody else.
Arians' staff in Tampa is the first with 3 coordinators of color.
For me, it was just get the best people. They just happen to be African-American, but they're the guys I trust the most in this league.
You can say whatever you want. People are watching you, and he backs it up. He actually did it. He hired 3 minority coordinators.
When we can be looked upon as good football coaches and not the first 3 African-American coordinators, I think the needle will move a little more.
Get a little more physical with these guys and put them in their place.
When he landed in Tampa, Arians turned over play calling duties to an offensive coordinator for the first time in his career.
I know when he was the coordinator, you couldn't really tell him what to do or what to call. He was going to do what he thought was best. So I knew that I would have that freedom.
We'll go Alex to Chris.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I never allowed myself to think what coaching was really about. I just always saw myself as a player and realized it was what I was doing the whole time.
I was one of Hines, then he picked the guy.
Sorry, buddy. Damn good drive.
They just so happened to fall in it.
I know, that's what I saw.
They was out of confused. He just stopped.
In only his second year on the job, Byron Leftwich was tasked with teaching an old goat new tricks.
You never envisioned that you'll have a chance to coach Tom Brady, all right? He's been somewhere for 20 years, but once it became possible, everything changed.
In 25 years, Brady hasn't come across my list for free agency, so I started filling out my form like I always do and thought I was getting set up. I'm filling out the things, hey, is he a leader? Yeah, I think he's a leader. Can he win in the NFL? Yeah, I think he can win in the NFL.
Tom Brady making it official he would no longer be a New England Patriot. Now it is becoming official that he's going to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
One of the first conversations me and him had, I told him, hey, I got a copy of the playbook right here. He's like, okay, I got to work. I'll just come by and get it once I was like, perfect. And then, so I never knew what really happened.
And I was just hanging out in the kitchen, and I see the doorknob turning. I was like, oh my God, man, somebody's coming to my house. I see this guy walk in. He's like a good-looking guy. He just like looks up at me and he's like, what's up, man? I'm supposed to be at Byron's house.
And I never met that neighbor. So I never knew who he was or anything.
My entire body like froze. I was just like, Tom.
That's when I knew though. I was like, this gonna be different. Like, cause if this is a story, like,
like, thank God I didn't shoot him.
It's opening day, and by golly, I didn't know if we'd see opening day this season.
It was impossible to have him ready for opening day in a new system with COVID, and there was no off season. You pick up a brand new quarterback who's been in the same system for 20 years, and you couldn't have an in-person meeting.
I watched every concept he's ever done in New England. We run some of the same concepts. It was going to be the verbiage that was going to be different. And every time he would say his word, I would say our word. For this word meant something for him, now it means this.
Yo, give me space, space. Hey, space, space, space!
A few new kids in school were cramming their language studies. Tampa took risks, trading for the retired Rob Gronkowski and signing the suspended Antonio Brown and free agent Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette is a sidecar to the right hip of Brady. Does he know the playbook?
We throw a pick, misread a coverage, Tom thinking he's going down the middle, Mike bends over. That happens.
It looked like Brady and his receiver were not on the same page.
2 interceptions from Tom Brady. What happened on those 2 plays?
Miscommunication between he and Mike. He thought Mike was going down the middle. The different coverage. Mike read it right. Should have been across his face, but Tom just overthrew it.
The national pundits, oh, you can't talk about Tom Brady like that. Don't ask me a question, because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Tom Brady was not real happy with that interception. He went to the sideline and looked, okay, we're going to do better on this next possession.
Just got on the